Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. It's very late. This was the first day it wasn't so miserably hot. I could get quite a bit of stuff done. So what I did is I ate a huge lunch, which was a double-decker fried bologna sandwich. And so now it's way past midnight, but I still like to eat two meals a day. So I was walking around the mall for 2 hours a couple days ago, and I saw this guy, and he had a big plate of nachos, and he had some kind of meat. There's a restaurant there. You know, the ones where the birds, they're so aggressive. They're funny. They like walk up like it's lunchtime. Don't you have anything? So he was eating these tortilla chips and meat, but I was walking many laps and he was just slowly eating his chips, and I thought, damn, those look good. But you know, I didn't want to go in because I don't want to eat other people's, you know, they really should change the name from food handlers. So I have a little Crisco, and I fried my I fried two because I want to make a big batch. I want to enjoy myself. I've been suffering. I have some 25-cent Coke, and I have some tea that I bought for $1, 100 bags. So that's for tomorrow because I need iced tea. And I was thinking, wow, you know, this is the most miserable year I can ever imagine, you know, for the heat. But it occurred to me, I have to take a few off. These have been in storage for a while. It occurred to me that the fires were not helping. I mean, it was brutally hot. And believe me, the heat is not over. We just have a little reprieve. They say it's going to be about a week off from the heat. So we'll see. So I want to take a little of this oil out of my meat. It's just going to fry up better if you have a little oil in this soy burger. See how that would be a lot of oil. It's going to be an oily enough meal. So I have meat, I have garlic, and I have onion. That would be good enough, you know, to eat like in tacos and stuff. But I had this tomato soup. And I could have opened a can of tomato sauce, but I thought I have this. You know, I had it out, and this is going to be good in my hamburger meat to go with my chips. Mainly, what I like to do is use whatever I have on hand. So I have a little taco seasoning, Walmart. And on the instructions it says mix with water, but I think it tastes better if you have a little tomato sauce. Walmart. So now let me take a look at this. I think I'm going to need a tiny bit of water. I don't want my stuff too gluey. So, taco sauce, tomato soup or sauce, and I want to cook this down a little bit while I fry my tortillas, because one of the reasons, like when you go out, your tortillas are so delicious is because they make them fresh right off of the grill, I guess, or the fryer. So this worked out perfect because I had a bunch of tortillas in the freezer that need to be eaten. And I can't tell you how good that guy's tortilla chips look. So I want to enjoy life. Now, especially like we have 1 day of freedom. 1 day of freedom from the heat. How long it's going to last, who knows? Probably, who knows? I have pictures of myself, though, from years on end, and it's always on Halloween, miserably hot, so we'll see. I can't, look at this. This will be good on my chips. Yummy. So food doesn't have to be expensive. I found the partially soy hamburger to be okay. You know, that I got so cheap at Walmart. I packed my freezer full of cheap meat. The only thing I don't have up there now is chicken. So this is kind of a cheesy setup. I have my, you guys, this is raw and uncut. I have my, what is that thing, steamer. And so, ooh, my chips look good. Now, I don't know if it was as good as Rubio's. This is going to be not as good as Rubio's. That's not happening. But it's going to be cheap, and it's going to be good enough, you guys. Yummy. So hello to all my new followers. Hello all you strange people. But guess what? You just subscribed to the strangest of them all. That's good. You guys need to broaden your horizons. I do think Southern Californians are a breed of Southern California is a breed unto itself. You know, when I go to other places in the country, like one time I went to Tulsa and I went to this healing revival. So I fasted because I thought, well, you know, I need all the help I can get, you know, praying for these people. And so I you know, it was over and I said, well, okay, they've been healed. Well, guess what? Tulsa closes up early. I mean, they go to bed, I guess it's dark time to go home, and the only thing I could find, and there's not 7-Elevens and fast food on every corner, all I could find was a gas station, but I got a giant Diet Coke, which reminds me, I've got the real good stuff in here, and I got, I want to say like 4 maple bars. Because nothing was open. I didn't have a car. That was a strange trip. I got this cheap travel package, which ended up actually to be a blessing. I mean, they had everything: a continental breakfast, some kind of like little bus thing to the airport, which turns out good because I went to the airport really early because I was so hungry. Guess what? Early in the morning? No, nothing is open in Tulsa, Oklahoma in the airport. Not like here, it's 24 hours a day. Anyway, so then they wanted me to give up my seat, and I said, forget it. Even though I had, and they said, well, if somebody else doesn't give it up, you're going to be forced. And I go to myself, well, if I'm forced, I'm forced. And they go, and you're not going to get the free travel. Ended up that the people who gave up their seats got $600 free travel. And my son goes, well, Mom, why didn't you give up your seat? I go, it's the principle of the thing. I paid, I was flying standby. That what happens when you're cheap. You suffer all kinds of hardship in all kinds of ways. The other place that I would go once in a while, well, I went to St. Louis, which is hot too. Tulsa's hot too. I'm very nervous because of the protests. Everything is like a bullet to me. I almost choked out of my skin. Oh my gosh. There was a guy trying to block the door today at, Walmart. I go, that is obviously an agitator. He's blocking the door. and he doesn't get out of the way until you say, "Excuse me," but it has me very nervous, the whole thing, especially since the president got the you-know-what. I just can't believe that happened. Well, I shouldn't be surprised. I was a nursing student for many years. You know, anybody can get sick. It's a nightmare. That's what it is. Wow, look at my chips, you guys. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Maybe not as good as Rubio's, but it'll do. Okay, so now, my meat looks good too. Ow, my plate is hot. Okay, so I could put my you know, my meat on top of my chips, but then my chips might get soggy faster, and I want to savor mine like the guy. Men are so hilarious. I should have been married more times. I actually thought, when I was young, I actually thought I was going to be married a lot. Which doesn't sound good, but I just thought, no, you're the type. And then ooh, my chips are perfect, you guys. So this is a cheap meal. Now this would have been a good Friday night meal, but no, it's tonight. I don't know what night it is. I never know what day of the week it is either. Okay, and I have in my refrigerator some lettuce. So I already had a salad. Yummy. So I'll just have a little salad. I don't want too much, just a little bit. And then in my freezer somewhere, I have, now this is good, you guys. This is my good salad with Parmesan cheese. You gotta learn this recipe. If you don't have regular tomatoes, use salsa. And then I have some salsa. Oh my gosh, I forgot the most important thing, my pepper jack cheese. Wow, that wasn't smart. Well, that's okay. I got this cheese at Walmart for $1.84. Yummy. So now we can all, just like my wok. Ow. So here is my tasty chips and meat. Okay, and Diet Coke. Okay, now, so now this is about the stockpile real quick. So you might be thinking, wow, you know, I have all these cans of food. What am I supposed to do? Okay, first of all, I want to mention, if you guys have never tried this, they have this quick bread. This might be like, because of holidays, banana bread. So I bought one. I'm going to try it. Then I was thinking, you know, if I had a big family, I could have made this enchilada, cheesy enchilada rice to go on the side. And I have made this before, and I put olives and chili with no meat, and that would have been really good with my chips. And then I stockpiled tuna helper, and I have tuna fish. And then I have some canned peas. And then I wanted to mention what is really good is if you have these, I got these 50% off, but they're 77 cents at Walmart. Baked beans. and I made hot dogs. And what I did is I cooked my hot dogs and then I dropped them like I did the pigs in a blanket the other day with biscuits and little sausages. So you could make, I did this one time, but this is really a cheap, good meal too. Hot dogs in hush puppies with baked beans. And then one thing that's really good, I bought this chicken and rice, and if you take your biscuit mix and you make biscuits and you tear them up in little pieces like dumplings, that is really good. And then if you have your chili and you fry one of these soy burgers, partially hamburger soy burgers, that's good. Another thing is to go with the chips. I could have had some tamales, and these tamales are really good with baked beans too. That would have been good. So this is quite a bit of food here. So I want to kind of mention that as we go along, because I know some of my new followers are new to stockpiling. And then another thing is, some of the people who've been following me for a while might have forgotten about some of this stuff. It's getting to the point where I have about 100,000 views each month, which is a lot. So I wanted to re-mention some of these things. Now, I forgot something very important. I bought Rice Krispies for $1, and then I bought mini marshmallows to make marshmallow treats, but I could have made popcorn balls too. So I want to get a couple more bags of mini marshmallows. Now I want to mention one more thing. Okay, now what else? Now, I follow this woman, Hudna One, and she has a video, and you guys might want to check it out. Now, she sees the transgender thing is very significant. I don't, but it's how Hollywood media trannies, avatars, clones control our emotions. But that, which is, you know, interesting. But if you go 25 minutes into the video, because she does rather long videos too. Now, I don't agree with everything she comes up with, but I watch it anyway and I find it very interesting. But 25 minutes into the video, and I posted it on my Twitter, are photos of the people. You know how, like in our town, 25 arrested? Well, you figure these are the looters and stuff. Well, if you look at those people that were arrested in the protest, they look to be homeless. So I spent many years going to school. I was a nursing student. I went to college many years. I was an EMT, a phlebotomist, many years of college. So I looked at these people and I said to myself, one, a lot of times when you think you're looking at malnutrition, you're not. You think you're looking at drug addiction, you're looking at malnutrition. It took me years to really recognize that. Trafficked and abused children. That was the look they had. Years, not weeks or months, living in poverty. Drug and alcohol abuse, strong possibility, but out here it looks like the street people are, somebody's providing drugs to them. Some not nice people. It looks as though after the protests they were abandoned and rounded up. Possible medical abuse or dumping of institutions, or possible clones, you never know. So if you would like to take a look at these people, and you know, in every city they're going 25 rounded out. Now I'm just going to put this because, you know, that's a good way to lose all of your monetizing things. So if every life matters, would that include these people as well? And another thing is, what do you suppose? Okay, the guy on the plane, he had a misdemeanor disrupting, public disruption. But since these people were probably already living on the streets, that could be happening in every city. Now, let me taste this. I'm sure it tastes really, really good. And I'm really, really hungry too. I shouldn't be, but I am. Ooh, yummy, guys. Looks good. And everyone has a right to their own opinion. If you want to leave comments, that would be appreciated. My chips are delicious. You guys try this. I'm going to sit on my old couch here, and I am going to savor my chips just like the guy did. They are so tasty. Okay, you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.